Hi Gemini, welcome to Soul Panda Healing Arts. My name is Amanda. Today's reading is going to be good for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. The first part of this reading is going to get into the astrology because the purpose of this reading is obviously for the full moon in Scorpio that's coming up on the 1st of May, this Friday. And when it comes time for full moons, we think of things that are being illuminated in our lives, uncomfortable truths, especially in the sign of Scorpio, uncomfortable truths that we may be avoiding, and what we need to do, what we can't avoid any longer, what needs to be changed, what shadow work is being brought up within us to work on, so on and so forth. So if you're just here for the tarot, feel free to skip ahead. I'm still learning this YouTube thing, so at some point I'm going to learn how to do a timestamp. But today's not that day, so if you want to just skip ahead to the tarot, feel free to do so. So if you are a Gemini and a Gemini rising, this energy is going to be most felt in your 6th house of work, health, fitness, routines, pets, habits, organization, how you feel useful to others and the services you provide. So if there's anything inauthentic about the services that you provide, if you're providing at a very superficial level, that's going to be very obvious to you at this point in time. If you are focusing too much, or if your routine and your structure, or if your work life is so busy that you don't have time for yourself, for self-care, that's also going to be highlighted at this time. For some of you, it's time to get real about what is truly keeping you from your healthiest life. Are you needing to work out and you're not? Or maybe finally getting into a healthier routine, a more balanced routine. It's time to address what's keeping you stagnant. Some of you are dealing with procrastination and need to address that. For others of you, you could have become so structured and become complacent in your routines that it's time to modify them or change them. This transformation will not wait for you to be ready. Scorpio is it's not subtle energy, right? It forces us to focus on what's not working and delve into the shadows to give us an opportunity to love ourselves through that, okay? As far as the tarot here, again, never give your power away to tarot. This is a general message. If you would like a private reading, feel free to reach out to me at soulpandahealingarts.com for something that is more catered to your energies. Use your own discernment, okay? We have as far as your major themes and lessons, we have the Wisdom card, which is the Hierophant, and we have right next to it the Triumph card, which is the Chariot in the traditional tarot deck. Some of you are really needing to get committed to a path and committed to a goal. And for some of you, this is your own foundation. This is learning lessons from your past. This is, creating the mountain, so to speak. But to do so in a more balanced way. Some of you are needing to balance the material and the spiritual. Some of you are needing to, have a balance between yourself and others. Some of you are overgiving into situations or not giving enough. Some of you, if you're struggling financially, maybe because you are providing at a surface level, okay? Your gifts and your talents. Some of you have self-limiting beliefs or some sort of victim mentality that is keeping you stuck. But if your thoughts have gotten you there and you have gotten yourself where this energy is, the benefit of it is that your choices and decisions can move you out of it. But the longer you wait for these choices and decisions to be made, the longer it's going to take for your success to culminate for you. Some of you, you're needing to release some things in your life, what you're willing to sacrifice out of your life so that you can reclaim your power to give you the opportunity to move forward in a more authentic way. Some of you, this is relationships. Past relationships could be coming up here, maybe past work relationships. It's a time to deal with if you're still holding grudges from people that you used to work with, right? It would be a time to let that go and be committed to forward movement for yourself. Let's get into the tarot here. You have the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like the changes are coming. You know that the karmic wheel is coming. There's certain lessons that have been learned. Strength in the High Priestess. Some of you have learned or are learning how to tame the ego and get it to be in service of the soul here. Let's see. What's coming in for the general energies of Gemini for this full moon in Scorpio? Six of Pentacles. Again, some of you are learning that sometimes in order to be able to receive, you have to give. Some of you are receiving some sort of situation. Some of you might be getting helped out of a bind here, financially here. Or some of you are needing to leave behind scarcity mentality when it comes to work. This could be, you know, if you are afraid that there aren't enough clients to go around, you know, so you don't offer people help to get themselves out there. This could be what's limiting you. Some of you need to heal your own anxiety when it comes to that. And trust spirit more. Let's see. What's coming in for Gemini? Yeah, I feel like you have the 4, 5, and 6 of Pentacles. And some of you are literally needing to heal your ties to work, heal your relationship to work, heal your relationship to stability here in the material realm. Let's see, what's coming in for Gemini? Some of you are needing to surrender control. I feel like some of you are going to experience some sort of success here that leads to stability, but it only comes after you start giving the situation. You have the 8 of Swords here again at the bottom of the deck. Some of you are just tied to what you think success looks like, and some of you need to change your definition of success and your definition of work here. Let's see. You have the 4, 5, 6 of Pentacles. This is definitely a spiritual lesson of abundance. You know, I feel like nothing, it says right at the bottom of this card, nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. And so you're needing to develop, with it being underneath the Chariot, some of you are needing to develop the willpower and determination to see through that and to see the success and the stability that you already have. And it's time to be grateful for that. What advice do you have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising as they navigate through these energies? The Magician. What you focus on manifests. So if you focus on, oh, there's not enough work, there's not enough clients, you know, the economy is bad. If that's what you're focusing on, that's what you're manifesting. What you choose to focus on makes more of itself. 6 of Cups. Some of you are manifesting based off of a pattern in childhood. Some of you are needing to are manifesting a reunion with somebody that you see as a soulmate. 2 of Swords. Some of you just need to figure out what it is that you want to do. Some of you have choices to make here. What advice do you have? Some of you need to choose who you want to work with, who lights you up, and who inspires you to see things from a positive place. Some of you are working with somebody that may be an influencer in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like your intuition is telling you to move on from certain situations that may be deceiving you, that may be betraying your trust here, especially when it comes to finances. Some of you may, either somebody is being deceptive in your energy as it relates to finances and helping you out, or you're doing this because it's rooted from a fear of not having enough to go around, and it's impacting you financially, and that's your karma. Yeah, I see karma right here. Justice card. Or there's people around you that just, this could have to do with spiritual work here with the Hierophant being here. What's the opportunity here? What's the opportunity for Gemini? I'm going to pull cards to clarify here. You have the 5 of Wands. The opportunity is to surpass your limitations that you put on yourself. Some of you, it's actively choosing to put yourself out there. Some of you, it's going to be to stop listening to what other people think and move quickly towards relationships that are going to offer you new opportunities. Maybe there's something creative, but it's going to cause you to leave something behind that I feel like your intuition, again, is telling you to take a leap of faith in a different direction. So maybe some of you have people that want to work with you. Let's see. What's the challenge here? Some of you are needing to use this friction and this competition as a way to, you know, change things up for yourself and find a way to shine authentically without harm to anybody else. Not from a place of lack, but from like, okay, like, what can I do to change things and do things differently here? Your challenge is the Fool. So some of you could be being a little naive in business, a little bit naive in life. Could have to do with the Cancer here, Cancer energy. You could be dealing with this like mentality of like you have all the answers already. You think you know everything. Geminis are incredibly smart. Or there's somebody in your energy that just thinks that they know everything. Maybe you have an idea for something and this person's lack mentality is holding you back. Take that as it resonates. Yeah, they could even be withholding work or something, or you're withholding work from other people. Take that as it resonates for you. Let's see. Why is this Five of Pentacles here for Gemini in their general energies? Somebody could feel left out in the cold, either you or somebody in your energies. Yeah, the Two of Swords. Some of you don't know which way to go. Maybe some of you have choices between two different events. You have the Sun in Aries. Some of you have a long-term vision about what you want to do something, but you're ignoring it because you're telling yourself, oh, well, it's not the right time. It's not the right time. But it's like, if you have the strength and courage and you put your life, your love and light out there, you're manifesting wish fulfillment. That leads to a Ten of Pentacles situation. I feel like it's going to be really important for you to not listen to other people's opinions. Why is the Two of Swords here? You have the Two of Swords clarifying the Five of Pentacles. What is the Two of Swords? Why is the Two of Swords here in the advice? Why is the Two of Swords here in the advice? The Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Some of you don't know if you want to continue to put work into something. Some of you, it's like your passion feels blocked towards something. But I feel like it's, again, that Eight of Swords. This is like the third time that the Eight of Swords has come out in like 3 different decks. For some of you, it's your own self-limiting beliefs. Or the self-limiting beliefs of somebody that you work with. Hermit. Some of you could be staying in the house, not putting yourself out there. Have strong Virgo energy. Some of you have sudden wish fulfillment coming in the second that you move towards something or decide to go towards something. And it has to do with people that you're reconnecting with that you have, you know, and some of you have to choose, or you feel like you have to choose between putting work into something that you're unsure is going to have work. It's something about work and the material. But it does have to do with other people. Something that you're building with other people. Let's see. Why is the Five of Wands here as the opportunity? Some of you, what's blocking your forward progress and your divine inspiration is your self-limiting beliefs and a victim mentality. I got to be honest with you. Or it's somebody that's in your energy that's causing you to feel, it's like listening to this person gets you, like you could have a great idea about something and you could like feel a certain way, and then you talk to this person and you're just like, oh, well, maybe I'm not. And it's like you're taking on other people's, you know, apathy or self-limiting beliefs and their anxiety and their lack mentality, and you're taking it on as your own. and it's causing you to be stagnant in some way. Why is the Five of Wands here as the opportunity? The World, success, completion. Some of you need to stop seeing other people as competition, whether that's a subconscious thing that you're trying to avoid, and move forward with love here. Some of you are completing a cycle with a Cancer energy, or somebody that you see as a maternal energy, and you're releasing that. Maybe some of you are learning how to release what your mom thinks, or what somebody that you look up to thinks about a situation, so you can move forward with your own stability and your own growth here. Why is the Five of Wands here? Three of Swords. Some of you are leaving some sort of, maybe it's a mother wound behind that has caused you to be in this like overly competitive situation with other women, or maybe there's been some sort of heartbreak with a Cancer that you're finally releasing. You have the Hermit here and the Moon, Seven of Pentacles. You could have been waiting for this for a really long time, or you could have intuitively felt that. How can Gemini overcome this, the Fool card? How can Gemini overcome the Fool as a challenge? Six of Pentacles. Sometimes you got to give in order to be able to receive. The Six of Pentacles keeps coming out. There is the law of reciprocity. There's a law of compensation. There's a law of attraction. But if you're not priming that pump and you're not giving to situations, if you're not donating time, if you're not donating resources, Two of Pentacles, you're not balancing that success with that gratitude. How can they overcome the Fool? Tower. Some of you just get some sort of sudden gift. There's some sudden shift in abundance coming in your way. Queen of Swords. Or you stop overgiving to situations and it creates a Tower moment. You have some of you, this is a Virgo energy, or again, a Cancer placement. Somebody, for some of you, it's overcoming this tie to what your family thinks, and something to do with family and generational trauma that's led to a lot of avoidance and pain and fear of betrayal and disappointment. But for others of you, this is you just finally standing up for yourself, creating a boundary, and a tower that was meant to crumble. Like if this person is giving you breadcrumbs, don't give into them. It's okay to expect to receive what you are worth from situations. So for some of you, this is you getting out of this self-limiting belief and this fear of asking for what you want and working with other people because they end up taking advantage of you or whatever that is, or taking some more time for yourself here. Yeah. All right. Well, that is what I have for tarot. I do have some oracle cards that I'm going to pull in, see what... Here's the Magician again. Some of you, it's what you're focusing on. Some of you just need to focus on what you want and what's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you, and stop worrying about how it's going to work out, and stop listening to other people. Yeah, some of you just need to be inspired and just show up and do the work every day. Yeah, some of you have a new project coming. Could be with a Scorpio. A new love coming in. Alright, let's see. What shadow work is being presented to Gemini? Sun, Moon, and Rising. What shadow work is coming in for the full moon in Scorpio for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Okay. Escapism, detach from daily struggles and relax, but don't use it as a form of avoidance. Yeah. Making peace in the midst of adversity lies the path of self-discovery. Some of you need to take genuine risks in life. Light the darkness. Darkness cannot dispel darkness. Only light can. Love, clarity, and awareness. It's coming in for Gemini. The full moon in Scorpio. 1 or 2 more, please. Closed-minded. Unwilling to consider other perspectives or entertain new ideas. Be more open. Some of you need to be more open. For some of you, it's like your own self-limiting beliefs. Like this person could have a really great opportunity for you and like have a really great idea, but you're telling yourself all the reasons why it won't work. Or you and your other people are. You have shame and guilt. Feel them without judgment. Mistakes do not define your worth. Compassion and acceptance. All right. Let's see. Who and what is showing up to support Gemini during this full moon in Scorpio? You have the Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. The Water Guardian, that's a side message. Connect with your emotions. Some of you, what's blocking you is the act of manifestation. Like, if you're not acting on it and you're not going for, like, that's one of the tricks for manifestation is to, like, bypass all this scarcity and fear mindset, is to focus on how good it's going to feel as if it's already happening. Visualize and allow yourself to feel that joy with the sun here. Feel that joy. Feel that overwhelming gratitude as if like how good it's going to feel to receive it. And then make sure that your actions are in alignment with that every day. What message do you have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the full moon in Scorpio? Scorpio. Detox. Repairing mind, body, mind, and spirit. Yeah, some of you need to get off of the internet and get off of Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Stop listening to the opinions of others and what's going on in the world. It's meant as a distraction and to get you to feel fear. Not in a form of spiritual bypassing. We're never going to say that you should ignore the trauma that's going on in the collective, but, you know, it's important for us to also take care of ourselves and not see it as like a death sentence, right? Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based off of strength and integrity. The Earth Guardian on the card is a beautiful part angel, part elemental who is non-binary, showing that they are a divine being without a human gender. Their staff adorned with a dream catcher shows that they have the capacity to help you ground your dreams into reality. Again, some of you have a beautiful dream that you're trying to ground into reality. It's important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you are rushing ahead or making decisions based off of your more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before proceeding further. Breathe, relax, and connect with your center. Then consider what to do. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into weeds that you have to deal with. Absolutely. Don't plant seeds out of fear. Eliminating toxic thinking, repairing the body, mind, and spirit, cleaning house. Perfect for the 6th house energy. When the Detox card appears, it challenges you to discard the deep, dearly held judgments that you have passed over yourself and others. Release the people who you feel have wronged or offended you. Recognize that again, some of you are holding on to old grudges from people in your community, people in your workplace, and it's time to release that so that you can allow new energy in. It's holding on to these old feelings and hurts and old competitions that is preventing you from further growth. Recognize that they mirror the shadow aspects of your own soul. Yes, that is a tough pill to swallow. Only then can you cull from your life the toxic people you have allowed into your inner circle. So once you have accepted that you have some of these shadow aspects within yourself, then it is up to you to release it and love it out of yourself, right? Not necessarily out, love and accept it and integrate it as part of who you are. And then you can remove these toxic people that you have allowed into your inner circle. It's time for a cleaning of your proverbial house. Get rid of the thoughts and personal judgments that are poisoning your mind. Eliminate the inauthentic beliefs of others that you have adopted as your own. Some of you have, like I said. Do so before your mind makes you sick. And empty your literal cupboards of the unhealthy junk food poisoning your body. Fast for a day or skip a meal to allow your body to cleanse itself and rid itself of toxins. Detox appears as a warning that you can no longer postpone the self-care and pampering you long for. The time is now. Do healthy maintenance to your body before you have to make repairs that you will never quite recover from. Detox has come to caution you that it is not too late, but you are in the 11th hour. Do not deprive yourself of the health you deserve. Again, this full moon is coming up in the 6th house of health. So it's time to stop avoiding the things that you know that you need to take care of here. Let's see. What does the Divine Feminine have to say to the Gemini collective? How can they heal their Divine Feminine and balance their Divine Feminine here? How can they bring balance to their Divine Feminine? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Amaterasu, the goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. That's perfect. That is beautiful. And then, how can Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising bring into balance their masculine energy? How can they heal and balance their masculine energy? Alright, let's see. What is Gemini? What is Gemini? Alright. So you have Helios, Cycles, and Amaterasu, the goddess of the light. Let's see. 150. When your soul selects her card, the cave is so crucial, drawing inward, hiding our light to restore ourselves and to heal from something or someone that felt too intense or aggressive. When we hide our light, though, we aren't the only ones left in the dark. We take our light from the ones who love us as well. The beauty of Amaterasu is that she emerges from the cave out of curiosity, attracted to someone else's joy. That's when she meets with the dawn of her own reflection. She doesn't truly see herself and the beauty of her light until she's drawn out of herself. Amaterasu sees her own light once she becomes curious about seeing the light that's around her in the levity and laughter of the other deities. This is the answer. If we've been too long in retreat, if we've been hiding our light not out of self-love and a soulful need for restoration, but out of a reaction to someone else's pain, then we draw ourselves out by focusing on the joy of others. Seeing their light allows us to see our own. And sometimes even the solar goddess needs to be inspired and reminded of why she shines so brightly. Not just for the sake of her own reflection, but also for those beloved beings that need her rays of light to remember their own. Sometimes we need the sight of the faces that we brighten in order to remember why we are so devoted to finding our way back into the light. Your soul voice meditation for this card is: imagine someone in this moment that you want most to see laugh and fill with light. And then you have Helios. Know that personal patterns, positive and negative, may be playing out in your life right now. Plug into the cycles of nature for renewal and vitality. Helios is the Greek titan of the sun, resplendent in a golden armor and a spectacular aura of light crowning his head. Helios drives his solar chariot around the sky each day. 4 fiery steeds, Pyreos, Eos, Aethon, and Phlegon, sorry if I'm butchering those names, draw his chariot, racing in a circular motion around the earth during the day. At night, they carry him back up through the ocean in a golden cup. An honest and beautiful titan, he displays forgiveness and grace even when provoked. The Greeks told a story of the mighty hero Hercules and his quest to find and bring back the cattle of Geryon. To do this, he had to cross the scorching desert in Libya. Thirsty, sunburned, and half mad with the rage of the heat, Hercules shot an arrow at the sun in vengeance. Knowing that this was a disrespectful action, Hercules repented instantly and asked for Helios' forgiveness. Seeing his predicament and admiring his fortitude, Helios not only forgave the hero, but loaned him his golden cup. This ensured the success of Hercules' mission. Helios drives the chariot as certainly as the sun rises each day. The rhythm and cycle of the sun is a catalyst for countless other cycles, such as those of growth, temperature, and season. Pagan peoples watched all the cycles carefully in order to learn to ride with them, not against them. This is a lesson modern people could better learn. Accessing the energy of Helios illuminates the patterns and cycles in your life, the productive ones and the ones you'd rather interrupt. Consider what cycles you may be caught in. You could be continuously responding to someone's treatment of you in unhealthy ways, procrastinating on completing projects, or eating a good breakfast and exercising. Whatever the cycle, it's important to notice it and honor it before deciding whether it is good for your life or a cycle that you need to bust out of. All right, Geminis. I really hope that this helped. Again, take it as it resonates for you. And until next time, take care and stay blessed.